Today I am going to start the most important chapter in physics of 10th standard, that is the chapter called light. Why it is important? One thing is it is having a wonderful content. The second thing is it is going to fetch you 7 to 8 marks in the public examination. In the old blueprint it was 7 marks. This year definitely the number of marks for this particular chapter is going to increase. For example, if it is 8 marks, 10% of the total question paper is about the chapter called light. Therefore, if anybody wants to score more than 90%, he should be very well versed with this particular chapter called light in physics, right? 10%. Be careful, right? The name of the chapter is light. See, I already completed a chapter called electricity. Electricity is also of 8 marks. That is also 10%. Then 10% of electricity, 10% of marks of light, 20% of the subject science belongs to these 2 chapters only. Therefore, you have to learn each and every line regarding these 2 chapters, right? Light. In the chapter light, we learn about reflection and refraction of light. First thing is, what is light? Very simple. Light is a form of energy. It is a form of energy. It is a physical phenomenon. We understand the light. See, the perception of the vision. We see the world around us. We see the color. We see the stars. We see the flowers. We see the leaves. The color, everything is because of the presence of light. Therefore, the light can be understood by understanding the properties of light. The first property of light, what you have to understand is, light always travels in straight line. Simple it is. The first property what we have to understand is, light always travels in straight line. And this property of the light is called rectilinear. Rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. Light undergoes a property called reflection. Reflection. We study about this property of light in this year. Light exhibits the property of refraction. Refraction. This also we are going to learn in this year. Then light exhibits the property of dispersion. This also we are going to learn this year. Light undergoes the property called diffraction. Diffraction. Light undergoes the property, exhibits the property called interference. Interference. And this diffraction and interference we are going to learn in the next classes or in the higher classes. See, light is a form of energy. We understand the concept of light by knowing the properties of light. The properties of light is listed like this. Light travels in straight line. Light exhibits the properties like reflection, refraction, dispersion, diffraction, interference. Now, there is one small content they given in the textbook. Since it is having 10% of the question paper, I don't want to leave any single line what is mentioned in the textbook. In the textbook, they are given one small bit of information. That is not going to come for the public examination. That is for your interest stake is concerned. See, to understand the light, there are many theories regarding to light. The first theory was stated by the great scientist Sir Isaac Newton. According to Sir Isaac Newton, light is nothing but particles. He called those particles as corpuscles. Corpuscular theory of light. Using the corpuscular theory of light, he is able to explain the properties of light like rectilinear propagation of light, reflection of light. There are other properties he is able to explain. But he is unable to explain the property of light that is called diffraction of light. Sir Isaac Newton stated a theory of light called corpuscular theory of light. By using that theory, he is able to explain all the properties of light, and some of the properties he is not able to explain by that theory. That one such property is diffraction. What is diffraction means? In a passage of light, when you keep a small opaque body, the light ray slightly bends. And that property, that explanation is not able to be given by corpuscular theory. That was successfully explained by another theory of light called wave theory of light, that was explained by a scientist by name Huygens. Therefore, people started getting a doubt now. Is light is a particle or light is a wave? This argument is there. Even now this argument is there. Later on, quantum theory of light that was suggested by Max Planck and later supported by Albert Einstein. Now we consider light is a stream of particles called photons. And using the quantum theory of light, we can explain, we understood that light exhibits both the property of particle as well as a wave. Therefore, we call the nature of the light as dual nature of light. Light is having a dual character. It acts as a particle, it acts as a wave. This information is there given in your textbook. It is not for the public examination, it is not for the examination of 10th standard, it is for your interest. And if you understand this, even now there is a wide scope to learn, to develop a theory of light, because now we understood that light is having a dual character, dual nature. Light is a particle as well as a wave. It behaves both as particle and a wave. But in 10th standard, we don't go in depth of that particular content. We are going to learn only about two properties. One is reflection of light, another one is refraction of light. First I start with the reflection. Now you understood what is light. First light. What is light? Light is a form of energy. Light exhibits certain properties. You have to mention at least 4 properties. One is light travels in a straight line. Light exhibits the properties like reflection and refraction, dispersion, diffraction and interference. In 10th standard, we are going to learn only about these 2 properties. The remaining things we are going to learn in our higher classes. Right? Now, to understand the properties of reflection and refraction, certain basics you have to understand. One is, light is a form of energy. If light is a wave, what type of wave it is? This is all for your information. What type of wave? It is an electromagnetic wave. Since it is an electromagnetic wave, material medium is not required for the propagation of light. Light can travel even in vacuum. Light is, the velocity of light is maximum in vacuum, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 ms to the power of minus 1. Velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 ms to the power of minus 1. Light is a form of energy. It acts as a wave as well as particle. If light is a wave, what type of wave it is? Electromagnetic wave. There are 2 different types of waves. One is called the mechanical wave, another one is called the electromagnetic wave. The light belongs to electromagnetic wave. All electromagnetic waves, they need not require a material medium for propagation, and velocity of light is maximum in vacuum, and velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 ms to the power of minus 1. Then, whenever we talk about the light travels in straight line. And for the practical purpose, what we do is, we write light as in the form of a straight line. The straight line, when I write like this, I call this as a ray. Light ray. When I mention the word light ray, you have to write in the form of a straight line with an arrow. The arrow shows the direction of the propagation, and the straight line represents what is known as propagation of light. Ray. But it is impossible to get a single ray of light. Actually, light goes in the form of collection of rays. See, collection of rays. There are so many millions and millions of light rays are there we are getting. The collection of rays of light is called the beam. When I mention the word light beam means it is a collection of number of rays. But when I mention ray, then it is a single line, straight line with an arrow. Arrow shows the direction in which the light ray is passing. When I write the beam is having three types. Beam. Light beam means collection of number of rays of light is called light beam. When I mention the beam is of three types. Three types. So basics you have to learn before venturing into the 10th standard content. This is all there in the 7th standard, 8th standard content there told. The beam. Beam means one is the light beam maybe like this. If the source is here, light beam may go like this, or light beam may come like this, or light beam may go like this also. See, the difference is here the light beam is spreading, therefore it is called divergent beam. It is called what beam? Divergent beam. Here light rays goes parallel, therefore it is parallel beam of light. Parallel beam of light. And this is called convergent beam of light. Convergent. Therefore, while teaching the concept of light, normally we use the word ray. You have to understand. Ray means what? A straight line with one arrowhead. The arrow shows the direction of the propagation of the light rays. The collection of number of rays constitutes a beam. There are three different types of beam. One is divergent beam where light rays they spread. Another one is parallel beam of light, and third one is convergent beam of light where all light comes and focus at one particular point. That is called the convergent beam. Therefore, before starting, I wanted to repeat once again, because since still I have not started the 10th standard content. Only one word I told you. What is light? Light is a form of energy. Light exhibits various properties. Rectilinear propagation of light, reflection, refraction, dispersion, diffraction, interference. Which are the properties we are going to learn in 10th standard? Reflection and refraction. To learn this reflection and refraction, we have to have a basics. Light travels faster in vacuum. The velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 ms to the power of -1. Light is an electromagnetic wave. Waves are of two types, mechanical wave and electromagnetic wave. For example, sound is a mechanical wave, whereas light is an electromagnetic wave. And electromagnetic wave, they don't require material medium for the propagation. Whenever I mention light, always I mention light ray. Light ray means a single line with an arrowhead. The arrow represents the direction of the propagation of light. Collection of rays becomes a beam. Light beams are classified as divergent beam, parallel beam and convergent beam. These are the basics we have to understand before learning the reflection and refraction of light. We start understanding what is reflection of light. The first unit in 10th standard syllabus is reflection of light. See, when we see a surface, I write a diagram like this. Here there is a surface, any surface. It may be a polished surface, shiny surface. There is a surface, it is a shiny surface. Let us assume there is a shiny surface. It may be a mirror, or it may be a polished tile, or it may be any polished wood, glass, anything, polished one. When you allow the light rays to fall on them, on the surface, when you make the light rays to fall on the surface, see, each one is a ray, now it becomes a beam. When a beam of light falls on a polished surface, the light rays bounces back. The light ray, it is going to bounce back. We send the light, see the arrow mark you have to see. The light ray is moving towards the surface. After hitting the surface, all of them are bounced back. This property of bouncing of light by the polished surface is called reflection of light. Then what is reflection of light? When light ray, the definition is like this. Now I will go to the definition part of it. See, here there is a polished surface. Here there is a ray. This is a surface. There is a ray. A ray of light is made to fall on a surface. What type of surface? Polished surface. Light ray bounces back. This phenomena of light is called reflection of light. I repeat once again. When a ray of light is made to fall on a polished surface, light ray bounces back. This property of the light is called reflection of light. The ray which is going to fall, the ray which is made to fall on the surface is called incident ray. Incident ray. All of them are rays only, light rays. But what type of light ray it is? Incident ray. Incident ray is always directed towards the surface. Towards the surface. After hitting the surface, it bounces back. And now the direction of the ray is away from the surface. And that ray is called reflected ray. Reflected ray. Now, you have to tell me, what is reflection of light? When a ray of light is made to fall on a surface, light ray bounces back. This property of the light is called reflection of light. The ray which falls on the surface is called the incident ray. The ray which bounces back from the surface is called reflected ray. Now, here you can understand, incident ray means always arrow mark is towards the surface. Reflected ray means always it is moving away from the surface. Now I told you about what is reflection. Again I repeat, when a ray of light is made to fall on a polished surface, light ray bounces back. And this property of the light is called reflection of light. The ray which is made to fall is called the incident ray. The ray which bounces back is called reflected ray. There are some people, they have given the definition like this also. More polished way. What is that? When a ray of light is made to incident on a surface, it bounces back, and this property of the light is called reflection of light. The ray which falls on the surface is called incident. The ray which comes out is called a reflected. See, very simple it is. Reflection. When you see the reflection of light, we can understand many things here. See, see, surface. I wanted to get a surface. Always, the surface which makes the light to reflect is always a polished surface. Mirror is the best polished surface. Mirror, it is a surface. Right? I made a surface. The ray of light is made to fall on the surface. This is the surface. The ray of light is made to fall on a surface. See the arrow mark? Therefore, this is called incident ray. Incident ray. After falling on the surface, where it touches, see this particular point, it touches. The ray of light touches the surface at a particular point. That point is called point of incidence. The point of incidence. The ray of light comes here, touches the surface at a point. From that point, the ray of light bounces back. See the arrow mark? It is away from the surface, therefore it is called reflected ray. Reflected ray. I told you already, when a ray of light is made to fall on a surface, the light ray bounces back, and this property of the light is called reflection of light. The ray which falls on the surface is called the incident ray. The ray which bounces back is called the reflected ray. The incident ray comes and falls on the surface. The point at which the incident ray touches the surface is called point of incidence. At that point of incidence, see, this is the point of incidence, right? At that point of incidence, to the surface, I draw a line. I draw a line perpendicular to the surface at the point of incidence. The yellow color line which is perpendicular to the surface, where at the point of incidence. What is that point of incidence? At that point, the incident ray comes and touches the surface. From that point only, the reflected ray goes out. Therefore, at the point of incidence, this particular point we can find incident ray, reflected ray, and this perpendicular. This is a line which is perpendicular to what is known as the surface, and this line is called the normal. This line is called what? Normal. See, in this diagram, this one is called the surface. This ray is called incident. Why? Because it is directed towards the surface. This ray is called the reflected ray. Why? Because it is pointed, directed away from the surface. And this line is the normal. Normal is drawn to the surface, and normal is drawn perpendicular to the surface at the point of incidence. Right? Now 3 lines are there. Again I repeat, what is reflection? When a ray of light is made to fall on a surface, the light ray bounces back. This property of the light is called reflection of light. The light ray which falls on the surface is called the incident ray. The light ray which bounces back is called the reflected ray. When a light ray touches the surface at the point, and that point is called the point of incidence. From the point of incident, reflected ray bounces back. Right? And there is an imaginary line which is perpendicular to the surface at the point of incidence, that is called the normal. Using this diagram, this is the diagram of reflection. In the examination, if they ask, what is reflection? Explain with a neat diagram. You have to write the diagram like this. In that diagram, there should be a surface. It is a polished surface. The best polished surface is the mirror. And the incident ray, it is directed towards the surface, and reflected ray always directed away from the surface. And there is a line which is perpendicular to the surface at the point of incidence. That is called the normal. It is an imaginary line. Right? Now see, using this diagram, we can arrive at the laws of reflection. Laws of reflection you already studied. Laws of reflection. Laws of reflection of light. Reflection of light. Very important part it is. Very simple. See, in today's class, we know what is light. Light is a form of energy. Right? Light exhibits various properties. Light travels in straight line. Light undergoes reflection, refraction, dispersion, interference, diffraction, everything. And we are going to learn about reflection of light. What is reflection? When a ray of light is made to fall on a surface, the light ray bounces back. This property of the light is called reflection of light. Surface is the incident ray. The ray which falls is called the incident ray. The ray which bounces back is called reflected ray. We can identify by the direction. And there is a line, imaginary line, which is perpendicular to the surface at the point of incidence, is called the normal. Now see, here you have to see laws of reflection of light. The first law, very simple it is. See, when you see the diagram here, this is the incident ray and this is the normal. Normal is perpendicular to the surface. When I make an angle, when I measure the angle between the normal and the incident ray, I call this as the angle of incidence. This is called what? Angle of incidence. This one, I, small letter I, is the angle of incidence. You measure the angle of incidence with a protractor. Suppose if it is 60 degrees, then measure the angle between what is known as the normal and the reflected ray. This one you measure. This is called the angle of reflection. Angle of reflection denoted by the small letter R. Small I represent the angle of incidence. Small r represent the angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is the angle between the incident ray and the normal. The angle of reflection is the angle between the reflected ray and the normal. When you measure using the protractor, the value of I is always equal to value of R. And the angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Means if this is 30 degree, this is also 30 degree. If this is 40 degree, this is also 40 degree. If this is 60 degree, this is also 60 degrees. And in the reflection of light, angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. That is the first law of reflection of light. Simple it is. Then what is angle of incidence? Angle of incidence is the angle between the incident ray and the normal. The same way, what is angle of reflection? It is the angle between the reflected ray and the normal. What is normal? Normal is an imaginary line which is perpendicular to the surface. Therefore, the first law, what is the first law? You can easily remember first law here. If anybody asks you what the first law of reflection of light, simply you can write I is equal to R. Simple. In better way, angle I is equal to angle R. But the statement you can write in reflection of light, angle of incidence, angle of incidence is equal to, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. See how easy it is. First law of reflection of light. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. What is angle of incidence? It is the angle between the incident ray and the normal. What is the angle of reflection? It is the angle between the normal and the reflected ray. And these two angles are always equal. That is the first law. The next second law is, it is also very simple. The second law is only two laws. How many rays are there? Incident ray is there, reflected ray is there, normal is there. All these three rays are on the same plane at the point of incidence. At the point of incidence, all the three rays, they are at the same plane. Plane means what? Vertical plane, horizontal plane, oblique plane. You understood the plane. Now, the board is a vertical plane. All of them are in the vertical plane. In the incident ray, reflected ray, normal are on the same plane at the point of incidence. Means, see, now in this board, all of them are vertical. You can't say, see, incident ray came in a vertical board and the reflected ray goes like this. Impossible. It has to go vertical only. This one. All the three lines on the same plane at the point of incident. Therefore, the second law is the incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence, lie on the same plane, See, I told the definition of reflection. I wrote diagram of the reflection. I told you what is incident ray, how to identify the incident ray, I told you what is reflected ray, how to identify the reflected ray, what is normal, what is the angle between the normal and the surface, and what is the name of the angle between the incident ray and the normal, what is the name of the angle between the reflected ray and the normal. That all I told you. And then I stated the laws of reflection of light. There are two laws. One is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. In reflection of light, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. In the reflection of light, incident ray, reflected ray and the normal always lie on the same plane at the point of incidence.
Assignment 109. First question. What is light? Mention any 4 properties of light. Second question. Explain reflection of light with the help of a neat diagram. Third one. State the laws of reflection of light. Fourth one. What is the angle of incidence of light? Fifth one. What is the angle of reflection of light? Sixth one. What is the angle between the normal and the reflecting surface in the case of reflection of light? Thank you.